Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. We might have took the long way. We knew we'd get there someday. And they said, I bet they'd never make it. But just to look at us holding on. I'm gonna start crying. Still together, still going strong. You're still the one, you're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Ain't nothing better. We beat the odds together. I'm glad we didn't listen. Look at what we would be missing. And they said, I bet they'd never make it. But just to look at us holding on. Still together, still going strong. You're still the one. If you haven't caught on by now, this is a love reading. 55 on the clock. You could be seeing 55. This is a couple where I feel like friends or situations, there's a third party element to this dynamic. There are these negative forces trying to keep you guys from being together. It's that forbidden love. Oh my god, forbidden love, Ganda. This feeling of like, guys both had to do life separately in the 3D, but still very connected in the 5D. This is giving like twin flame soulmate energy. This is a type of connection where it's lifetimes. This expands lifetimes. You guys have been kingdom spouses in previous lifetimes. You guys have been together. This is why connection is so magnetic. This is why you keep coming back to each other. I'm seeing that there has been this element of fear or control, this fear of releasing, fear of letting go. A lot of heartbreak here. But then there's just this feeling of like finding beauty in the brokenness. This is a relationship that is just groundbreaking. It's just truly genius. I do feel like this is a connection where maybe you guys knew each other in childhood, or you've just have some form of a connection already that exists. I do feel like there is heavy air and water energy. When it comes to the divine masculine, I am seeing this as a divine masculine who, as the king of swords, and eagles and birds could be very significant. The divine masculine, I feel like they have a very wondrous physique. I don't know why Valentine's Day is coming up again with this bow and arrow. Maybe their birthday is on Valentine's Day, or Valentine's Day is coming up. That's been coming in like almost every reading right now, to be honest. The divine masculine, I am picking up this energy where their past has been haunting them. They have been fighting these like past demons. I feel like there's this fear of facing some form of truth within themselves that they've been running from. I feel like the divine masculine has dealt also with some form of addictions, whether it be alcohol or drugs or some form of vice. There is this chaser runner dynamic with this connection. I'm sensing that there is some form of codependency, whether that was something that the masculine has dealt with in their past, whether that's something that they struggle with themselves, or else that's something that the divine feminine might have struggled with prior to healing. Because there's this feeling of like helper, fixer, avoider, rescuer. But what I'm seeing here is this divine masculine had to like balance their karma. They had to truly go within and face their demons, in so to speak. And it was heartbreaking. There's a lot of heartbreaking aspects to this. I feel like someone dealt with a divorce, whether their parents had divorced or whether they have themselves had dealt with a divorce. Because there's this feeling of like feeling lost and like cracked and fragmented. There's this feeling of like confusion. There's this feeling of like fear of starting over just came through, was what I heard. There was a breakup. Maybe there was a past breakup that the masculine hasn't fully healed from. Could be also, it might be romantic, might be platonic, might even be something related to like their parents or their grandparents or some form of like caregiver, is what I'm seeing. But what I do feel like is this divine masculine like was ghosting because of this fear that just kept eating at them. They're just like mentally, like, look at the anguish. There's just this like, and then like, look at this. It's like all in their head, and like it's just like so strong confirmation with the King of Swords. Like the divine masculine is he gives me this emperor energy where like they don't ask for help, they live in their head, like lone wolf sort of vibe. But the thing is the divine feminine is their kryptonite. There's this temptation. Someone also might dabble with the art of Jesus Cabbage. I feel like there's this like note from the angels that's saying it is so important to indulge in treating yourself. Someone also had an acai bowl today. Hold up, let's just get some clarification real quick on that. Angels, can you clarify? My guess. Sobrang aggressive, my god. Angels are telling me 9 of Cups, of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I feel like the masculine is so like slow burn, slow pace, very calculated with how they go about, like there's this like deep strategy on how they approach or how they present themselves. In comparison to the divine feminine, I feel like they just flow. Like I feel like there's just this like deep attraction there. But I feel like angels are saying like, y'all need to just treat yourself. Enjoy life. Wow, that just took a turn. Hold up. Here's the thing. Archangel Michael is heavily protecting this divine union, this divine connection, because there is reconciliation. That there is some form of reconciliation in order. And this is the thing, it's like choice, huge factor, along with divine timing. So it's gonna come in differently for everyone. And that's also depending on how much work you're doing. It's this feeling of like angels and guides are not going to level you up or gift you each other if the work hasn't been invested. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's this tension that has been building. There's this like stress and worry, I feel like, from the divine feminine. I feel like the divine feminine has been like their third eye is activated. There's this like deep sense, but I feel like they're like being thrown off because of the mixed signals, because of the ghosting. Like there's premonitions, but aren't entirely sure. Now I feel like the divine masculine truly views the divine feminine as just perfect. They are their dream person. It's this feeling of like the divine masculine is kind of uncertain about a lot of things, but like they are certain about you. They are certain about the divine feminine. They know that what they feel about you is real. I don't feel like they've physically expressed that. I feel like they've kept it inside because of the third party, the stuff that's been happening, that's been interfering. They don't have the capacity, because even like, okay, thank you angels for reminding me, not the right time. I am overwhelmed with responsibility. I don't have the time or energy for a relationship. Say less. We love communication. All right. It's about to get good, but go to part 2.